There have been those for years that have been saying that there's a new world order coming, an international union of countries where we will lose our rights and freedoms and present economic structure. They've often been labeled as nuts or conspiracy theorists and those kind of things. This, even when you have that same thing happening in Europe with the European Union, where there is a common currency and there's a unified law connecting all these countries, and where many people are now in Europe complaining that they're losing their rights. I mean, people that play their saxophone too loud in some countries are getting fined, and people can't say certain things. Political correctness is running amok. However, according to many analysts and academics and commentators, that's exactly what's happening in this country. We're moving in North America to what's called the North American Union. Really a signal for what's happening in North America with the North American Union came in 2004 when the Council of Foreign Relations organized a meeting and came up with 2 documents calling for a North American Union and a unifying of the currency, doing away with borders essentially so corporations can make more money. Then in the spring of 2005, President Bush met with the Mexican president, who was Vicente Fox at the time, the Prime Minister of Canada, and they came up with the idea of an agreement where they would have a North American Union. The question is, what would a North American Union really mean for the United States, not to mention Mexico or Canada, who would greatly benefit from such a union? Obviously, this would change fundamental American principles. For example, in countries like Canada, you cannot freely carry firearms. So in this country, if you have a merging of all the laws into a unified North American Charter of Human Rights, etc., the Second Amendment would be immediately attacked. In such countries as Canada, the hate crime laws are very, very stringent and tough. That would immediately challenge our First Amendment to our Constitution. So the Bill of Rights would immediately come under scrutiny under a North American Union. The real problem here is most Americans don't even know this is happening. And we're told by the media, which very seldom covers these kind of things, that what's going on is going to be for the good, and a lot of corporate influences behind it. Obviously, and sort of a propaganda war that's going on here. But if it's so good, and it's going to be a very fine thing, why is it all being done in secret with very, very little news breaking on it, and the fact that people don't know about it? The CNN analyst, New Dobbs, has even said the President of the United States is doing this in secret, and it's going to fundamentally change everything that's going to happen in this country, economic and legal, and it's not even being run by our representatives in Congress. So what's really going to happen here, obviously, is that if there is a North American Union, and in my opinion it's probably going to happen because there's very little outcry about it, our congressmen are not doing anything about it, our media is sleeping through it, it's going to change the way we live. We're going to wake up probably one morning with some type of an agreement, and it's going to be moving forward. And we're going to find right away that what we used to cherish about America is probably going to be lost. That's individuality, freedom, and human rights. It will end America as we know it.